And if it is presented to them, it's always presented from some dirty Moor or some black guy who thinks they know what this is about.
Yep, they're trying to base you.
Right? But then we go through documents like this and it's talking about bays and you know, Moors and constitutions and days and all these things that we talk about. All these things are little reference points that we can use to any time we're teaching anybody. Just point to these little things that we're going over. You know, I mean, this is for, as far as the convention perspective, for the Moors to be able to reach their people, that it doesn't have to be, you know what I mean, we're not Negro, black, colored as the focal thing to get them. Because some of them are content that they're Negro, black, colored, but if you talk to a veteran, he might be black, but he'll enforce the Constitution. Regardless of, you know what I mean, is his status, whatever like that. Right. He already knows Constitution, that's supreme law of the land, no questions asked. They'll ride with what we're saying, right?
All right, so this is the other treaty. This is another treaty, okay? So it is a treaty of peace and friendship between the United States of America and His Imperial Majesty Emperor of Morocco. So there must have been a Moroccan Empire, right? I'm asking you. Are you clear, sister? So if you go to Chinese, what's the name of the people?
Chinese. Asians.
No, you was right, Chinese. If you go to Japan, what's the name of the people?
Japanese.
Okay, so the name of the land is the name of the people, right? This is the Emperor of Morocco. So what are the people names? Moroccans. And the brief modern name for Moroccans was what you think?
Moors.
M-O-O-R. So this is the Emperor of Morocco. North America's Morocco, brother.
Here.
That's the name of this country. Not United States, not this. This is a corporation. These are the trustees. So basically, every nation on the continent, in the planet, are a franchise of us. They're corporations. They're corporate nations. So they're trustees. So United States of Asia, United States of Australia. That's basically what's going on. But I don't want to confuse you. So just know, this is your ancestor. Are we clear? This is your ancestor. So if he an emperor and they had children, are we descendants, or that was our uncle or whatever, you feel me, then we the heirs, right?
Flat out.
Indeed. So why are we not enforcing this? Because when you look at the Constitution, you look at the treaty. When you look at the treaty, you're looking at the Constitution. It's one family will, but it's separate document, but you read them together. There's 600, over 600. I'm about to get all of them. Recent, now, like ASAP. So I'm moving very fast because I'm trying to get to that. I'm trying to get some other stuff. So what I'm saying is, collectively, as Moors, why are we not using this? Like now, like ASAP, you feel me? So you got Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams. Are y'all familiar with these people's names? So we clear, we talking about America, right? If you didn't know Morocco, right? So are you a king or an emperor?
Emperor.
Okay, you're an empress or you're a queen? Okay, so in law that's called what?
Heir. Heirs and heir apparent.
Okay.
I want you to say it, sister, you brother.
Okay, heirs.
Heirs. Okay? Okay, heirs.
Of this
So you don't have to say, I'm an emperor, I'm an empress, I'm an heir, I'm Moorish American. When you say Moorish American,
That means
then it already applies this title. It already applies that, so you don't need to like, that's like you got a new car, you like, man, I want everybody to see. Nah, you just, you follow me?
Just be yourself.
So Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and John Adams was minister penitentiary. They was public servants. So if they public servant, they're a servant to who? The master, right? In this case, the master would be the emperor, right? So that means, so since he's dead, who's the master?
The heirs.
Who's the master?
Who's the master? Okay, so Islam, not the religion. I, self-law, and master. So when your mama had you, they took a measurement, length, angle, and width. So that stands for law, right? So if I say Islam, I self-law and master, who the master?
Me.
Okay, that's Islam. That's the science of government and civilization. Islam is not a religion. It's your family creed.
They turn it into
That's basically that's basically what I'm saying, brother, sister. You get what I'm saying? So when we say Islam, we're not dealing with what you think we're dealing with. We're dealing with saying you the master. Period. That's what you're saying. So now you start to see this Muslim connection is coming together. So somebody else is impersonating us, and then we got somebody else impersonating us. So everybody took a piece of us impersonating us. It's time to Voltron and use everything.
power.
Lawfully and legally. Do you understand, people?
Indeed.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't use this, but I'm saying what about this? And that.
At the same time.
You follow me?
Like, are you gonna punch me
follow
with your finger or your fist? That's what he's saying.
Right. So are we clear? These are public servants. So if they public servants, you're the master. Clear? You got a question? Go ahead.
And in order for them to act like that, they got to know that I know who I am. That's
Yes,
all
sir.
it takes.
Right. Exactly.
Maybe,
You gotta know who you are.
Exactly. You gotta know who
You
you
got
are.
no self.
So it's just like when we're looking at the thing, right? We say John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, they're the public servants, right? Now, if they're public servants, what does that make their heirs?
it's the other way around right now.
And how come it's the other way around? Because we don't know that we're in Morocco. We think we're in the United States. We don't know that we're Moors. We think we're black people.
You came over here on a slave ship and you trying to get back not knowing you ain't never left. You home already. That's why they don't deport you nowhere. Where they gonna send you? Where can they send you to?
And if you and
Do that. Like, hold up.
and why don't they send you anywhere? If you came over here on a slave ship, if you commit a crime, they should send you back where you come from.
So who was on the slave ships?
Oh! I'm gonna answer that, brother.
In the dictionary, they tell you who it was.
Brother, you with me, brother?
This line.
I'm gonna answer that. I'm trying to get this out. I'm trying to get this out so we can move forward to the other things. I'm gonna answer that.
Sorry for that.
I just wanted to give the
Trying to
other
get that
side
out
of
right
what you
quick.
said. He said that they're all impersonating us, right? Remember when you said that?
Yeah.
I want to give y'all a quick example. The Queen of Soul is Aretha Franklin? Wait, hold on. She's not. Franklin is right there. So do you see how she became party on the other side of the contract? By using that
Name.
so-called name? Did
Get
everybody
up,
see
Wanda.
that? Because she should be Aretha
Hey!
Do you see what I'm saying though? So she's made herself party to a contract on the wrong side.
You on the wrong side.
So
of
now
history.
we trade in places. We've impersonated them while they run around here impersonating us.
Islam!
That I just needed to make that point clear because my before I proclaimed my nationality, I was Adams. I was Adams. Hold on, Adams. I ain't no Adams, I'm Bay. You see what I'm saying? You gotta say that. You gotta proclaim that. You gotta know that. I'm not a party to that mess. You owe me. Pay up. I don't owe you. You see what I'm saying?
Can
So,
I
yeah.
interject real quick? Just an experience that I had traveling through one of these multiple corporations that we have to encounter on the regular. I seen a young man on the side of the road pulled over by some policy enforcers. I have two of my offspring in the car with me. And I don't watch TV, but I had recently watched the young man get shot in the seat and beside his girl with a child and all that. So it kind of moved me. So when I seen this scenario, young man, young Moor, most likely don't know he's a Moor, tatted up, face, arms, everything, drop top, fly car. I didn't see the baby in the back seat until I got on the scene. So what I did was pull over. And I walked onto the scene. Now there was another sister, she was filming with her camera, but she was at a distance. I walked straight into the scenario. I said, Islam, I'm Sister Hill, and I'm counsel for this young man right here. He don't know me from a Canaanland state, but I do know he's my son. And I do know I have an obligation to him. And I know that they have obligations to us. So for me to have written on and just let that slide, That's why we're in the position we're in. This young man was leaning on their cars. When I walked up, I don't have the kind of cell phones y'all got. I got a flip phone. So I got this one pad. I walked straight up. I said, Islam, I'm Sister L. I'm counsel for this young man right here. Can I get some business cards? Because now we going to operate, our affairs. They let it be known, well, I don't carry. I'm like, okay, that's Mark 1. You're not even fulfilling your job obligation. Okay, so the policy enforcer, the male was female and male. He said that the young man had broke the law. I said, okay, what law did he break? He said code 1504.
Oh, code.
Now I know already that he didn't break the law. It's a code.
Code ain't law.
Okay? So, long story short, I asked the policy enforcer, what's the law of the land? He admitted that it was the Constitution. I asked him, was he a constitutional officer, which I knew he wasn't because he filled out a job application, so he's not a
Officer.
He's not an officer of the land. He's a private security guard for, the corporation of Swissville. Okay, so the young man didn't have a driver's license. They already confiscated the cannabis sativa. I'm not gonna call it by their jurisdiction name, I'm gonna call it by my ancestral, cannabis sativa, but they already confiscated that. And he was on parole. When I was coming on the scene, they was already calling to have this stuff stolen from him. And they had every intention of taking him downtown. He left with his car. When mother knows who she is, there's no stopping this. And that's where the fight is right there. Getting enough women to understand who we are. And it's a wrap for all those who try to violate law. Which
I give it to you. Yeah, I
so you
did.
gotta be
Look like
clear.
every
It was
time we
just a
do
matter
it.
of, like I said, seeing that on the news. And I knew that that European wasn't going to get anything. And these two Europeans swirling around. I know how they might bring Moor and all that kind of stuff. Nobody's on this road, but the woman way down there. Matter of fact, they was telling her, well, go get your license and we'll let you move the car around the bend. She bounced. She never came back. We're standing there. And they left. Like I said, he was able to leave with his car. But at the end of this, he offered me $5, $10 notes in compensation. So what I did was held it up like this to him. I said, what is this? This is a debt. You're offering me debt and this is my vast estate. I said, you're dying out here for this garbage. But you should be fighting for what you're standing on, which is your ancestral estate. And I gave it back to him. That's what stood out to him. Because I'm a woman, he thinking black woman, gave back some money. Right. But that's what solidified everything that we actually interacted in that day. That made him start studying.
Wow.
Remember, she done had the cars that you was asking about.
What you just described too, I think the first thing that really stuck out to me was the position where you were, which speaks to the angle. And you stood on your square all day.
All day.
But angle, and what you did was an angelic move.
Angel.
Okay, that's okay. I'm done. Amazon. Just wanted to know if we know when the angels are coming. That's all.
Stop chilling with y'all.
Too much goosebumps.
All of that messing with me.
That man behind you is the one that got me started.
Grand Shake?
Indeed, it's love. So one more.
That's a win.
It's still a win more.
Basically. No one got kidnapped, no tickets? Okay. So
All right, so you see what this say now? This is the family will, right? Does that say black, Negro, African American?
No,
No.
it says more.
Here your proof. If you didn't know.
Wait a second, if any more?
Anymore.
What is real quick, bro? That's it.
It's the treaty.
Show them again, show them the treaty.
At the top of
Treaty
it.
of peace and friendship.
If any more, it don't say black, colored, nigga, Negro.
Remember, the treaty is the supreme law of the land. Are we clear?
Indeed.
And
You
this
see that
is,
one more time.
tell you one more time, this is at the library. You can go walk to the Library of Congress.
Wow.
Yeah. Facts. Facts only.
Boston. Which one Boston?
Library of Congress, November 8th, 2007.